Maria.
Hey, Alex. Gabe was just saying that he thought you exceeded expectations in your return. Just how would you kind of evaluate how things went for you today?
Yeah, I thought it went good. I thought my stuff was good. I felt pretty good throughout. I think I went longer than we were probably planning to go. I thought an inning or two was, or 2 innings was the goal. I really didn't know what to expect, how I was going to feel, but I thought my stuff was sharp. Three hitless innings. Can't ask for much more in a return after not pitching for 3 weeks. So it was good, and then boys finished it off. So good team win tonight.
Danny.
Yeah, what was the conversation with Gabe like when he decided to take you out of the game after 3 innings?
Yeah, I just, I didn't really have many expectations coming in. I just kind of got to the point the last 2 days where I was just like, it's crunch time. We're at the end of the year trying to win the division, secure a spot in the NLDS, so I just was kind of had the mindset where I'm just going to see how I feel and take it inning by inning and just go as long as I could. And, obviously cruise those first 3 pretty good. And so I felt like, I could have gone back out for the 4th, but, they're looking at the long-term picture, as far as the rest of the season and into the postseason and, making sure I'm back and healthy and good to stay. And so, that was a decision that he made. And, but thankful for 3 innings, thankful for this team win. And it was a good game tonight.
And he said that he thinks you might be able to go 4, maybe 5 next start. Do you have any hesitancy or concerns about that?
No, I truly just think we'll see how I come out of it tomorrow, recovery wise. That after my live BP a couple of days ago, that was the biggest thing for me. Is the next day I was pretty smoked, physically from fatigue wise, and so see I come out of it tomorrow, but got 5 days and I'll be ready to rock. So whatever they need from me, hopefully I'll be able to provide.
John.
What's it like pitching with Brandon Crawford making some crazy plays behind you and everyone else?
He's a stud, man. It's nice to have a guy like that behind you, especially when you usually get a lot of ground balls. But I've been fortunate to play with a lot of good shortstops over the years, from Andrelton Simmons to Jimmy Rollins to Seager to Craw now. Iglesias when I was in the Cincinnati, a lot of good ones, but I mean he's as good as any of them, man. He's just a special player. He's having such a great year. His impact in the clubhouse and on the field for us is just, it's unmatched. So I'm just super happy for him and happy for him playing behind me every day.
And this being your first game back after testing positive, how bad did it get physically? How ill were you, and were you vaccinated?
Yeah, I was pretty sick, man. I had a fever on and off for 7 straight days. I didn't really get out of bed a whole lot for close to a week. Once I got to day 8, I started to turn the corner a little bit and get some energy back. And then once I got to day 12, day 13, I started to kind of plateau a little bit and feel like I was okay. I was able to gather enough, energy to start getting some work in and get off the mound. And it was a big week this week, and it went as smooth as it could possibly have gone, as far as my pin on Monday, live BP Wednesday, and then obviously today went well too. So just got to build off that and go from there. And
in terms of the being vaccinated,
yeah, I'm not going to comment on that. They've already asked me early in the week and early in the season, and I'm going to keep that to myself. Thanks for watching.
Okay. No, just curious why is it? Why do you keep that to yourself?
Because it's my personal medical information and it's none of your business.
Okay. Medical. Okay. Thanks.
All right. Steve, last one.
Yeah, I'll just go to the man who closed the game. What has made Dominic Leone so successful? And can you imagine starting one game and closing the next?
Yeah, I mean, pretty interesting thing for sure. I mean, Dom's been great all year, man. I mean, he really, really has. And so anything they've asked him to do, from starting a bullpen game and shutting down in the first, to being a setup guy in the 7th and 8th, and now tonight closing. I mean, he's just been really terrific. He just has that mentality, man. He's a dog. He's ready for whatever. He doesn't care who's in the box. He just goes right at him, attacks. And obviously, his stuff has been tremendous this year. So it's been a big boost to us since he's been up, and hopefully it'll continue that way down the stretch.
Thank you.
That's all we have. Thank you, Alex.
Thanks, guys.
Want to ask your expectations of Alex Wood and what you thought of his 3 innings?
Definitely exceeded expectations. Didn't think that 3 innings was particularly likely going into this game. He was that crisp and that efficient. He landed all of his pitches for strikes. His slider was below the zone for swings. I think he was the benefactor of some really, really good defense. Obviously, the play to Crawford's right on a dead sprint on Soler's ball. That's one of the more difficult throws to make in all of baseball when your entire momentum on a dead sprint is taking you away from the base. And that was a spectacular play. One of the better ones I've seen Craw make. KB's dive to his left, huge play in the game. Obviously, Duggar bringing that ball back and Tommy's dive to his left. I think today the defense won the game for us. I mean, we won the game for other reasons as well. Our pitching was excellent, but this is how the various components of our team depend on one another. The pitching was as good as it was because we played really good defense, and that created some confidence, and 2 runs was enough for us. So sorry, got off track there. I really do think that Woody was excellent, was efficient, clean, and now he's ready to go 4+ innings for us, and it's a great sign.
And did Yastrzemski bunt on his own, no outs, 2 on? Was he going for a hit, and was that on him, or did that come from third base coach?
That was a bunt for a hit on his own, and I thought it was a super sharp play. It was a great bunt. It was just a nice play.
Mm-hmm. And okay, thank you.
Sure.
Cheney.
Gabe, along the lines on Wood, I mean, just to see him come out there and be able to get that as his first outing back, what does that tell you about him getting a couple more starts before this regular season ends and being in a great position to maybe almost feel like himself by playoff time when you really want him to be full strength and energized?
Yeah, I think it's a great step in the right direction. And I could see him giving us a little bit more than he gave us today in his next outing, obviously right back in our rotation. And I think, one of the things that we discussed pregame, and I'd reiterate, is it represents the light at the end of the tunnel without having to run several bullpen games a week. Now that can always change. And, we can't see what's going to happen with our rotation going forward, but now we can say that we have 4 healthy and effective starters again. And that's, that's something that not all teams can say at this point, and glad to have Woody back.
And these guys who followed him, I mean, just what can you say yet again about this group who just put crisp innings together and just keep doing it a day after day?
Yeah, we want to play clean baseball games as often as possible, Janie. And I think that this was as clean as it gets. It's, we didn't have a huge inning. We didn't walk a ton. I thought, they pitched well, but we did do a nice job of driving Morton's pitch count up. Thought we executed our plan well there. But I think more than anything, this was a crisp, clean game. And I think our players are going to be proud of that.
Danny.
Was Wood on a strict pitch count tonight, and did he want to go back out there after the third?
Answer the last question first. Yes, he wanted to go back out. Yes, he felt strong and healthy. I don't ever like to have like a strict pitch count, but there's a range, right? And so with Alex, what was really important was getting him through 1+ inning, like make sure that he gets that second up. He goes out there for a second inning. The third inning was really like a frosting and a bonus for us. It shortened the game for us, and it gives us a chance to send him back out for a 4th, maybe even a 5th up the next time out, because he's, we're starting to build that foundation and that volume. He felt good and wanted to go back out. I don't think he was particularly happy that we didn't send him back out, but I definitely feel like it was the right play for the Giants, for Alex Wood going forward. And I imagine that down the road, Alex will feel that way too.
What was that conversation like with him?
I'm sure you'll have a chance to talk to him about it, but he wanted to go back out, and I told him he wasn't going back out.
All right. That's all we have.
All right, cool. Thanks.